Um, so for this meeting, I want to add some sound effects for the gun. Then we'll add some other guns and the ability to switch between them. And if we have time, we also add a zombie with a very basic AI behavior. I already have the files for the reload and the shoot here, but unfortunately I only have these for the AK-47, so the other guns will not have an effect at the moment. Um, so first let's create this sound effect as game object. So we'll make an empty game object. For example, we'll call this AK-47 shoot effect. We need an audio source. This can be either 2D or 3D. I'll keep it 2D for now. We'll see if we have to change it. Not looping. Play on awake, so when it spawns, we play the sound effect. We'll add the file here. Now in the script that will destroy this game object once the sound effect is finished. So for that we need a script. Just call sound effect. Here we need the audio source component of this object. And the sound function will get it from the object. And in update we check if this audio source is not playing. So if it's not playing, then that means the sound effect is finished, so we can destroy it. Just destroy the game object here if it's not playing.
Llama, did you see that new update that Unity added?
Which one is that?
The AI.
Oh, but
They
isn't
added
it?
like AI.
I have 6.4 here. Isn't this the AI already here? Yeah, it
Sure.
is here. Yes, you have AI navigation. Oh, that's for the navigation, not
I think you have to maybe download the assistant package.
okay. We'll discuss that afterwards.
Yeah.
So for the sound effect, we just attach the script now to that, and we can save it as a prefab. Make a folder for sound effects.
Go back on the AK-47 shoot thing
Yes,
and scroll down on the inspector.
yes.
What's that?
This here, this graph.
Yeah.
Um, I believe this is for making the sound louder, or how do you call it in English, the
Oh,
opposite.
so is this like 3D?
This right now it's in 2D mode, so that means you'll hear it the same from everywhere. Uh, so you will not hear it coming from a specific point in space. This here, this graph is for
3D.
how how loud the sound is depending on the distance from the audio
Uh,
listener and the sound effect. Um,
okay.
I don't know much about this. Now we have the shoot sound, and we need the reload sound. I'll just take this prefab and unpack it, and just change the file. Okay. Now in this gun script, we have to make two variables for this. So shoot sound effect and reload sound effect. Also, when we reload, we want to make sure that the reload process it's at the same duration as the reload sound effect. Let me see, where is that? Yeah, we have the reload time variable here. We have to check the file with the reload sound.
Wait, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm back. I'm back. Thank you for waiting.
No problem. I have this UI background. Okay. Um,
Wait, I can't hear you. Just continue on. I'll set my mic up. Give me a second.
okay. So like I said, we need to see how long the reload audio file is. So we wait the same amount of time in the reload coroutine. So the sound is 1.575. So here we say 1575. Okay. Now I also need those two sound effects that we created. We just edit the script. Now in the code we have to play these sounds at the correct moment. When we start the shoot animation here, we also will spawn the sound effect.
Works now. I'm back.
All right. Did you hear what I said?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Very low.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Wait, let me rejoin. Yeah,
Can,
hello?
can you hear me?
Alright, yeah, perfect.
Did you
My
hear
bad.
what I said before, or should I repeat it?
No, for some reason, like, I couldn't hear anything from the call.
Okay, okay. I'll re-explain it. No problem.
Alright, thank you.
So we want the reload process in the coroutine to last the same amount as the reload sound effect duration. Let's give me a second. So we changed the reload time in the script to that of the sound effect. Also, we added the prefabs to the script. And now we just spawn it where we need to spawn it. So the shoot sound effect when you're shooting here in the automatic, if the gun is automatic, and also here if it's semi-automatic as well, we spawn that. And then we also want the reload to start before we fill the UI circle. So here we say spawn sound effect. But also because we don't have the sound effects for the other guns, we only want to spawn this if we have it. So before we spawn, we check if we have something in that variable. So it's different than null. So we don't get an error for the other guns. Same for the reload here. Okay, now it's time to test. And then we'll create a new gun and the ability to change between guns, to switch between guns. Same story. Yep, it's a bit loud, but it does work. So to do that, we just change the volume here. Oh, okay, now it's time to make another gun. We'll just copy the AK first and see what models we have. Um, let's use the sniper one. But it is white because we have to extract the materials. I think. Oh no, my bad. Uh, Sorry, there is a setting here somewhere. Use embedded materials. Oh, yes, like this. Okay. Um, Never mind, never mind. We don't copy it. We need to have a prefab of the canvas. Shall just drag the gun canvas here. And then we drag our model of the gun. As a child of the camera as well. We set this so it's in the center. And I think we can copy the size and the rotation from the AK. Should be the same. Should work if it's the same. Uh, Rotation. Position also. I just copy paste the position. Let's disable the AK. This needs to be a bit forward, I think. Something like that. I don't know what this gun is. I don't call it sniper rifle. Then we drag our prefab of the canvas. And then we add the script. I also want to unpack this. So it's no longer the model prefab. What are the gun script? We need to change some stuff here. Let's see if the camera get it by script or not. Yes, we get it by script. Layer enemy, damage, whatever, doesn't matter. Shooting range, same, doesn't matter. We need to drag our ammo text. Max clip, I don't know. Let's say 10 for it because it's a sniper rifle. Shoot cooldown. Since this is a sniper rifle, let's try like 1.5 seconds. Not automatic. We also need some UI stuff from the main canvas, the center circle. I do not see the, yes, here is reload circle. And please stop me if you have questions. Reload time, uh, we don't have a sound effect, so we'll keep it like. Are you still here, Pedro?
Yep.
Okay. We do not have sound effects. We leave those empty. Now we need to make a script for switching between these. But I'd like to have a visual effect for when we switch the guns. A little visual effect. So we'll fade we'll change the scale over time very fast from small to big, and that will be our animation. But for that we need to know what it means small scale and what it means big scale. So we need two variables. I'll put them at the beginning. Vector 3 small scale and normal scale. When we disable the gun, we want to change it to small scale. So when we enable it again, we have some code that will make the animation from small to normal. So let's create that animation first. I'll call it on, how do I call this? Let's just say change scale. We need the duration for this, and we have that for loop with a float. In here we change the scale, so we say transform, and we want. Okay, actually we just have local scale. There's no just scale. So the scale is always relative to the parent, it seems. So we go from small to normal. And at the end, we make sure that we're at the normal scale, exactly that value. Also, we have an error because here we have to wait a frame. In a coroutine, you have to wait at least one frame somewhere. And we enable this on enable, when we enable this object. So here on enable, we update the text and also do that animation. In scale. And when we disable the gun, we want to change it to the small scale. Because if we do it here or in the coroutine, um, we might see the gun at the beginning at normal scale and then it changes fast to small scale. So we don't we want to make sure that when we change the gun, we start from the small scale. So on disable. This is from Unity, by the way, the enable and disable. Okay, we have this animation and will happen automatically. We don't need code because we do it on enable and disable. And the player script, we want to make some logic for changing um, guns. We want to know the camera transform because the guns are children of the camera. So in the start we get the main camera. The transform one, the transform. So I'll comment here which guns. We'll use the numbers. Keycode, I think it's alpha 1. Let me see. Yes, the one on the top of the keyboard. Then what we want to do is we disable all guns first and we enable the first one. Okay, we'll go from 0 to the length to how many children the camera has. And we disable all of these. So get the child game object set active false. And once all the guns are disabled, we enable the one we selected. And because the child indexes start from 0, we put 0 instead of 1 here. Also here is not 0, here is I. Now we can just copy paste this for the when we press 2. Right now we have just 2 guns. Okay, like this. Let's see if it works now. And please let me know how much time we have.
I have enough time because after this I'll be trying to start to work on the project I was talking about.
Okay, we need to change the name of the gun. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry. We need to give it some values, those variables, the small scale and the big scale on both guns. Yes. So for the normal scale, we just copy the scale right now. And let's say it's 25% less, 25% smaller. Okay. So first thing, let's see if we can shoot. Yep. Reload works as well. Now we switch. Yep. So you see it goes from small to big, but too slow to change
Mm-hmm.
that. We have to go to the quality and change the speed a little. So that's for the gun. We can switch guns. We have an animation. I think it's time to create one zombie. And for that, I'll show you the whole process, how we get the model from Mixamo and how we import the character, the animation, how to create the AI for that.
Alright, that'd be great. What's uh remember when I was on the cutscenes project where I showed you the scriptable objects?
Yes?
Over there I have a Mixamo character and it took me so long to put it in. And I still don't know how to.
Oh, okay, okay. Then I'll try my best to explain it. Um, I have a folder here as well. Okay, one sec. I logged out.
Are you gonna put animations as well?
Yes. So the first thing you have to select a character from here. I looked yesterday. I like this one here. There's not many options for zombies.
Yeah.
This looks like the one from the Call of Duty.
Yeah, it does, it does.
Looks a little bit. So the first thing is we have to get this character in T-pose for Unity here. So FBX for Unity in T-pose. Now we have this with the materials as well. So when we download the animations, we don't need to download the materials for those. Uh, so for this, I think for for now we'll just get the idle and a zombie. So let's try zombie idle. I don't know. Okay, I guess we can use this. So now you download this for Unity without skin, meaning without the materials, because you already
Oh,
have.
I did a wood skin. Classic.
Uh, I don't think it affects anything, but you don't need to have it. I don't know what this is keyframe reduction, but here is how smooth the animation is, how many frames per second does it have. Uh, and you do this for each animation that you need. So we have idle, let's try walk. We want to keep it in place. Very important. Same settings here. Okay, now we drag this into our project.
Zombies looking fire.
Just drag and drop this. So the first thing is we have to go to our character in T-pose here and change a couple of things. So the first thing is we want to change the animation to humanoid. And then we create an avatar from this. So create avatar from this. We save this. That will create an avatar. Now we need to extract the textures and materials.
Wait, for rig, we go
Yes.
back to rig. The avatar definition, what does it have to be?
Create from this model. So we
Alright.
create an avatar from this model, and we'll use that avatar from that for the animations.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how to explain this. Also on on the typos as well, we extract the textures and materials in the same folder. So for the textures and the materials, and for the animations, we have to use the avatar that we created from the typo. So go to the rig, same humanoid, but we use the avatar from the typo. So we just drag this. This is with this human symbol. This is the avatar. So that's the first thing. Next thing is
Animation.
sorry.
Is that what you do to the zombie idol animation?
Yes, I change it to humanoid and you copy. So here in the avatar definition to copy the avatar from the T-pose. In the animation, because this loops, we have to go here and check this so it loops. And then whatever it says bake into pose, you have to select those. What this does is make sure that the character stays in place and it doesn't rotate at all, so it doesn't move in any way.
Okay.
Now do the same for the walking. Same here, we check loop time and bake into pose everything. Okay, now we're ready to create our enemy, our zombie. So we dragged into the scene the model first. Now the player is much bigger than this. I don't know how that happened. I'll just call it basic zombie for now. We unpack this completely. We need a capture for this so it doesn't fall to the floor. I'll size that a little bit. Also, this will also represent the hitbox. Wait, I cannot select that point there. But I can change the height, I think, yes. Height, yes. Now, because now I can see this on top, it's much easier to click. Okay, we have the capsule with physics enabled. We also need the rigid bodies to move it. Also, we want to freeze rotation everywhere here. So when it touches stuff with physics, it doesn't rotate it anyway. Let's create an animator for this. Basic zombie. Add that here to the animator. Now we open the animator, we can drag our animations in here. Say idle by default. And we want a transition between these two. We'll do that with a bool. Call is let's see, walking. The reason we do an animation, we do it by script because we want to blend the animation when we transition. And by script, you cannot do that. No exit time, it happens instantly. But we care about this here, this transition duration. With this, you blend. The higher you make it, the longer the blend between the animation is when you transition. We do it when walking is true, we go to walking and go back. Do it when it's false. That's it. Now we can start making the script for this. I recommend if you have a game with zombies that you have an enemy script and then a separate script for the specific behavior. Also, this should have the enemy layer and the enemy tab. I'll make a script. And what I like to do is make this guy move in a random direction. Also, when it touches a wall or something, it changes the direction to the opposite direction of that, so it doesn't get stuck in walls. But usually for this, you need to know the navigation system in 3D. I don't know that very well. I'll have to look into that, so we'll make it a bit simpler, the AI for this. And for the next zombie, that will make I will look into the navigation system. Now the problem is we do not have walls on the edge, so we have to create some walls on the edge. Oh, let's do it also with Pro Builder. How is that? I don't know how that is the center. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Oh, I see. The platform was incorrectly placed. Okay. Sorry about that. Got a bit confused by the position of the platform. Okay. So we have to create some more. Sorry. Or we can do it another way actually. So what we can do is we can raycast in the direction in which the zombie is moving, and then below that. So if there's nothing
Oh yeah, I
below it,
got that.
if there's nothing below that, then we're on the edge and we have to switch directions. I'll disable the cubes here for now. Also rotate this guy. Okay, we'll set the script to it. And for this one, this zombie will attack the player only if the player shoots. Or I don't know.
Make it so if like from a certain distance.
So if you're close enough to it, it attacks you.
Yeah. So if like, yeah.
Okay. We need some components first. Rigid body. Let's see the animator. I also need some values here. So, a float for the move speed. Um, a vector 3 for the direction. Like that. That. And by default, at the start, we'll create a random direction. Um, Let me think a little bit about this. But I don't actually know how to create a random direction.
Random direction for what?
For move direction.
Doesn't it move towards the player?
No, by default, only when you get close to it, it will attack the player.
But isn't it idle before
It will go
you?
between idle and running. Uh, if you're
Alright.
not in range. I don't know how to create a random direction. Well, obviously,
Maybe like from 0 to 360. And that'll be for like the X or Y. Yeah, the X, I think.
we can do it another way. What we can do is we can rotate it by default. Uh, at the start, we rotate it by random amount. Okay, well, let's say random rotation equal uh, from 0 to 360, let's say. Then we rotate it. We say transform rotate random rotation times my bad, times vector 3 up. So we rotate it by a random amount, and the direction will be the forward of that the object. Actually, I don't even think we need a move direction here. Uh, so we rotate it, and now we need the three behaviors. One is idle, one is walking, and one is attacking the player. By default, it's idle, and because these processes take time, we'll make a coroutine for each behavior. Let's say idle. This will have a certain duration. And this is very simple. We just wait that amount of time and then switch to the running, the walking. So we just wait that amount of time and then we switch. Also, when we enter this, we want to go to the idle animations. So animator set bull is walking is false.
Oh.
Um, I'll comment this code. So we have disable or enter idle animation, then wait some time, and then go to walk coroutine. I have to create that coroutine. Um, and in here we do what we did here at the beginning. We rotate it uh, towards a certain by a random amount. So rotate by a random amount. We enable the walking animation. I'll just copy paste this and change it to true. Also, while we do this, we want to raycast every frame, or not necessarily every frame, but want to raycast in the direction in which it's moving, and then below to know that there's ground in front of us, if there is ground in front of us or not. Let me think about this. We also move it now. So rigid body linear velocity will be equal to the forward of the object, transform forward times move speed. Now there is a problem with this because this guy has gravity. So if you do this just once, the gravity will stop the movement. So we have to do it every frame. Okay. So we'll have a bool here. Okay. By default, this will be false. We'll delete the update. We don't need update. So in fixed update, we update that velocity every frame if we're walking. So instead, what we'll do is at the beginning of this coroutine, we say we're walking. Now in the fixed update, if it's walking, then we update the velocity every frame. Forward, forward, and speed. Else, or actually we don't need else, because we don't want to stop, change it to vector. If we're not moving to vector 3 every frame, we only want to do it once. So we're walking, now we wait some time. And excuse me 1 second, I'll be right back. Do something, I'll be right back in a minute.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm still here.
Yo.
Okay. um, so when we do at the beginning of this coroutine, we say we're walking, rotate it by a random amount, and enable the walking animation. And then because this bool is true now, give me a sec. Okay. Uh, so because that bool is true now in fixed update, we update the velocity every frame. So now we wait some time. Let's say 5 with that amount in seconds. And we go back to idle. But before we do that, we say we're walking equal false, and also um, we stop movement. So rigid, the velocity is now vector 30. Stop movement. And then we go back to the idle. And at the end of the idle, we go to walking. Walk. And also here, when we walk, we also want to raycast and see if there's something in front of, if in front of us there's something below. Because if there's not, then we're walking off an edge, and we don't want to do that. Let's see. We can do it in two ways. Okay, one is we raycast every frame in the update. That's one way. The other way is instead of waiting these 5 minutes like this with yield return, uh, we wait it with a for loop, and inside that loop, we check if we raycast, but not every frame after a small amount of time, like 0.1 second or 0.2 seconds or something like that. So which one do you prefer? Uh,
I think this one is okay.
so in the coroutine,
Yeah.
okay, then we replace this. Um, no, we'll keep this duration. I have a counter here. Start from 0. Counting. Also, okay, let's say while this counter is smaller than the duration, um, now we have to decide how often do we raycast. Let's say 0.2 seconds, because this guy will move slowly. So what we do is we wait 0.2 seconds here. 0.2. And now we add the 0.2 to the counter. So plus equal 0.2.
What's this for?
This is for raycasting. We want to raycast. We want to wait that those 5 seconds, but at the same time we want every 0.2 seconds we want to raycast and see if there's ground in front of
Okay.
us, so we don't walk off. So that the zombie does not walk off an edge. Um,
Yep.
but actually, uh, we have to do two raycasts here because we have two cases. One is we hit a wall, and the other is we walk off an edge. We can either recast twice here, or we can recast once for the edge, And for the walls, we changed this in the yes, actually we'll do that. So here we do the raycast for the edge. So we're not walking off the edge, and in the on collision enter function, we check for walls. Now I have an issue, which is I do not remember the logic for the raycast, the syntax for the raycast. You have to use ChatGPT. Okay, we want this one here. So we raycast in front of us but below. Now we need to check in the editor and see how further in front of us we do that. So let's see. Looks like 1 unit should be enough. Yes. Uh, so we raycast from our position. From our position plus the forward, and this already is of length 1 if you do this. So that's where we start the raycast. Now the direction is below, so not transform forward, but vector 3, vector 3 down, that's the direction. Now the range of this, I don't know. We have to see. What if I put this guy like that? Okay, so like 2. Like, let's put it just to be sure. We'll make a variable for the information. Also, we should target only platforms with this. So we go to the platform and change the layer to we'll make a separate layer for the platforms. And after we finish this, I will explain it again. The whole script. Yes, so like I said, changing the layer here. Platform, also the tag platform already has that. So what we'll do here again, we also add the platform layer. Platform layer. So with this raycast, we only target the platform. Okay, so if we hit something, then that's good. We don't care about that. We care if we do not hit anything here. So not, we put a not symbol. So if we're not hitting anything, we have to change direction, and I would like to change it to the exact opposite direction. Now let's see, is that 36, 360 degrees or 180? Let's see. No, it's just 180 degrees. So we rotate but by 180 degrees here first. So transform rotate 180 times equal to up.
What's the vector tree up?
That's the up in the world space. It's in this case because we don't rotate this guy in any way on X or on Z, then that's the vector 3 up and transform up in this case are the same. So that's the up in world space direction. So I will explain. I'll go through all of this again afterwards. So if
Oh,
there's
I get
nothing,
it. It's just the transformer
it's
topic.
just a direction. So we rotate it on the y-axis in simpler terms, because this basically means 0 on the x, 1 on the y, and 0 on the z.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh,
so
yeah, yeah.
we rotate it, and now because we rotate it, this automatically will change the move direction because we use the forward relative to the direction here. Uh, so we do that if there's no platform. I think that's everything. Actually, we don't need to do anything else here. So this will last about 5 seconds, maybe 5.2. I'm not sure actually.
So that's the no.
Sorry.
That's the script, no?
Uh, sorry, I don't understand the question.
Is the script finished to test or?
Oh, we need to add two more things. We need to change the direction when we collide with walls, but we'll do that afterwards. We'll do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Uh, for attacking the players, let's see how we attack the player. Uh, also, we should save this coroutine, the current coroutine that we're using, because um, when the player is in range and the zombie starts attacking it, we want to stop the other coroutine. Um,
By the way, in a bit, I wanna start working on the
okay, we'll
project I
finish.
was
We'll
talking about.
finish this one, this the behavior, and then we'll stop for today.
Or
I'll just make a coroutine. We'll call it current coroutine. Also, at the start, we start this coroutine at the beginning of the script. We go from idle first. Go to idle first, and we save it in a variable as well. And here, when we switch, we also save it. So we start the walking here, save it in the variable. Same here. Now for detecting the player,
what's the current routine for?
uh,
What's
so,
the variable for?
we save the coroutine, so when we start the attacking behavior, we can stop our current coroutine.
All right.
Although, now that you say that, we can also use the stop all coroutines. Yeah, stop all coroutines. Okay. Uh, actually, we'll do that. We'll do that because it's simpler. I'll just do it. Oh, wait, wait. I made a mistake here. Just code. Okay, we'll just stop our corrections. Now for that detection, we have to scan if the player is around us. Um, let's say every like half a second or a second or something like that. So I'll say here public float scan speed and private float scan counter. Start from 0 counting, and in update we count that variable at time. So scan if scan other smaller than scan speed. So in other words, we count the time in seconds in that, and if we reach the the time the speed the scan speed, reset the counter. Now we use overlap circle, I mean sphere, which is kind of like a raycast. We create a sphere for 1 second that uh, detects collider within it. So we'll say collider array because there might be multiple. Say collider is equal physics overlap sphere. Now where we start? We started at the position of the zombie, and we need to give it a radius. I don't know. We have to play with that. Let's try 10 for now. Also, we want to target only the player with this. So we also need a layer mask for the player. Layer mask player. Okay. So we only target the player with this. Now we check if we hit something. So if colliders, if the length of that array is bigger than 0, then we found the player. And we need the coroutine for that as well, for the attack. Um, but if you want, we can stop here and continue next time,
Yeah.
because this will take a while to do the attacking. But here, if it's bigger than 0, we also want to stop our coroutines. And then we enable the attack here. Uh, and while attacking, what we'll do is, again, we'll scan from time to time to see if the player is within um, within the range of the zombie. So before we stop, I'll just make a private transform player transform. So here, when we scan and find the player, save it. The transform will be equal to the first in that array because we only have one player anyway. And we'll stop here and continue next time. Do you have questions?
And
Okay then.
let's test it out.
We'll stop for today. Next time when we start, I'll go through this again and we'll continue.
Alright.
Okay, thank you very much for coming.